Peace, peace, y'all. What's going on? Nice little ride with me this morning. Hold on, y'all can take it this ride with me. Wow, that was crazy. But yeah, y'all can take this ride with me this morning. But what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody out there well. You know, weather's breaking a little bit better, getting better, getting. So I know a lot of people been getting through all that rain, man. A lot of rain, a lot of wind last few days. But hope everybody out there well. Episode 52, y'all. Coffee time, episode 52. Like I said, hope everybody out there well. Good. But just wanted to come this morning because I was watching news. Usually I listen to the news early in the morning. Might listen to Bloomberg News. Been doing it for years. Somebody's news, right? But this morning I happened to be watching, right? And I was watching. They was talking about the Tesla. You know, and I'm not a big fan or foe of Elon Musk. Whatever he got going on. You know, he and helping the president out with Doge or whatever. You know, I never. We've talked about it on my channel a couple of times, but at the end of the day, that's not really my twist whether I like him or dislike him. I know that, you know, he is, you know, South African and says some things in reference to the people from the continent or whatever. You know, I had brother Dr. Short on, and he had explained some things before. But anyway, it's in reference to just Tesla, and I know it's been a lot of protests at these Tesla plants and people burning Tesla cars, right? Like I said, this is not a cape video because I am not caping for anybody. But in reference to like protests, you know, marches, stuff like that, if you've ever been to one, right? I've been to a few, but if you've ever been to one, right? One of the craziest things about these things is that you're always going to have some like anti-protesters or anti-marchers there when you're doing it. And then you're going to have some agitators. You know, I'm just going to suggest that if you know somebody that's going, you got kids that's in colleges and stuff like that, you know, you want them to stand 10 toes down for what they believe is the truth or what they, you know, something that's passionate about. But you got to be very tactful when you go to these things, man. These people, a lot of times people are upset based off of a lot of emotion. You know, and I'm not saying that people don't have no emotional discipline. However, when you're at those events and it get crazy, it get hype, you know, it get out of hand. And it's like, you know, it be agitators there that be professional agitators. They might be undercover law enforcement to do this stuff, and then they, you know, incite violence. And I know a bunch of y'all will be like, well, that's entrapment. Nah. Yeah, it's entrapment to what you think is entrapment, but they might just be there, man, to just get you to do something crazy or get your kids to do something crazy. And, you know, that's your right. That's your, you know, your constitutional right to protest or whatever and march or whatever. But you got to be smart when you do this stuff. Got to be smart when you do this stuff, because I'm telling y'all, this stuff is not that serious where you get so caught up emotionally where you start vandalizing property, harming people, so forth and so on. Because at the end of the day, like, you get arrested, you get charged with a crime, just look at the people. Just look at the people, and like I said, this is not a cape conversation. I'm not caping for anybody, but just look at those people from January 6th, whether they did anything major or didn't do anything major. They got caught up in the emotion and wanting that place, and they got charges, and some of them got pardoned by the president, some of them didn't, but they got caught up. They went there for one thing. Some of them might have went there for one thing and then escalated into something totally different, something totally else, totally that wasn't even their thing. They probably went there to support. They they felt as though President Trump at the time got robbed, so for the election. So they went there and they had a problem with it. They had an issue. Excuse me. But we need to realize that, like, don't get so caught up with this stuff where you protesting, you going to protest, and you vandalizing people's property, man. These people, if you listen to these politicians, some of the rhetoric that they use, I mean, it is insightful. I blame them a lot. I blame the politicians because politics has gotten real divisive, and some of the words they use, we tend to think, okay, everybody can handle their business. They know right from wrong. Well, that's not always true. And some people are very passionate about what they believe. Some people are the passion and the emotion. They feel like you destroying their livelihood to the point where they just, they never been in situations, they never been in adversity. So the type of adversity that they're going through now, they're so caught up with it that they ready and liable to do anything. But just be cautious, man, and just be, like I said, if you got kids that's in colleges, y'all know how the college campuses go, man. Some of them, you go to these protests, and sometimes, even with colleges, and I'll talk about it one day during one of our shows, where a lot of times people go to colleges, man, for education, but in a lot of cases, going to a college, man, is like an indoctrination instead of an education. So we need to be mindful of that. But going back to it, if you got kids in college, man, and you got kids that's of that age, and even yourself, man, and you go to these protests, just be mindful, man. Just be mindful of what's going on, and just, don't destroy nobody's property but your own, man. And even then, y'all know that ones that own property, y'all know how it goes. You can't even destroy your own property, in a sense. But that's all I really wanted to say this morning. But everybody have a good day, man. Good day. Be safe. Don't do nothing crazy. Peace.